Whew, this is a mouthful. Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with my blind reaction to the first episode of Shoujo Kageki Revue Starlight. What a title. I don't know what we're getting into here. This is a donation reward series for Calypso. Thank you for donating. And yeah, I don't know what this is about at all. Shoujo means girl, right? I don't know what Kageki means and Revue Starlight. It's like, I know what Starlight means, but like within the context of this all put together, I have no clue. But I'm hoping to enjoy this just as much as anything else. And I mean, I ended up really enjoying oh my god, my mind is blanking. Hate it when that happens. Symphogear. I really enjoyed Symphogear when I didn't think I would. So I'm gonna trust in your judgment here, Calypso, that this ends up being really good as well. So yeah, I can't. Excuse me. I can't even begin to understand what this is probably going to be. I have no clue. And I'm just going to take it as it comes. I guess we'll just get into this because like I don't have anything really to say because I don't know anything, you know? So yeah, let's get into this and see what it's about. Hold up just a sec. Before you click that link down in the description below to get to today's video, I want to remind you of all the awesome content we have both on this channel and the Princess of Gaming channel. Let's check it out. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. I am very fucking confused. I feel like we're missing context. This feels like the events of like maybe 2 episodes crammed into one. Because I feel like I'm missing an extreme amount of context that would explain what the fuck is even happening here. And the pacing in general is very rushed. Very, like, just, like, go, go, go. It doesn't give you a chance to breathe. It doesn't give you a chance to really understand anything before it, like, gets to the next part. So, from what I understand, this is a performing arts school. And based on what was said, with Hikari moving away when she was 5, and it having been 12 years, they're about 17 years old. But it's also, didn't it also say they were like second years or something? So that means they would have like started here normally at like 16? And it's like, what kind of school is this supposed to be? Because they have like, they have dorms and roommates. They live on campus and everything. But it's literally a performing arts school. It's in every way, shape, and form a college. But these girls aren't college age, so I'm really confused. I mean, you could maybe say if they were just starting here at 17, it's like, okay, they just start right after, right, like coming right out of high school and stuff. Okay, you could believe that, but and I know like the like schooling can be a little different in Japan. But is this a thing where like kids can just like stop going to a regular school and start going to like a performing arts school like in the middle of high school age? Is that how that works? Because again, if they started at 16, and I believe Japanese high schools have 3 years, right? Instead of four like in American high schools, then that's halfway through her time in high school. It's just like just suddenly switching to a completely different kind of school. And like he was just saying like they were learning English or whatnot, but outside of that, we don't know anything about like this being like a school where they learn regular stuff. Because English is like more of an elective, I think, or the equivalent of an elective in Japanese schooling, right? It's not like math or history or anything like that. But it's like I don't know. I don't know if it's like a requirement or if it's like an elective or whatnot. But either way, it just seems like from what we're gathering, there doesn't seem to be any like normal school classes here. So it's really weird to me. And then on top of that, so we have these girls at this school, this performing arts school that is specifically centered around like the theater, dance, music. And it's specifically called a music school, which is really weird. It should just be called a performing arts school. Like clearly music is going to be important in this in the same way that it is like for Symphogear. Um and also this seems very gay like Symphogear. Though I can't tell if it's going to be more like in your face than Symphogear is, or if it is going to be like that and be more, um, what's the word? Like subtle about it, more like held back and not actually confirming anything. Like, because the way they've like acted around each other and like blushed with each other and everything, it's like it's very clear it's gay. It's super gay. But it's just a matter of like if it's going to acknowledge its gayness or not. Um it kind of took a wild and weird turn when like she's trying to find Hikari in the school at night and all of a sudden an elevator that I guess wasn't there before appears, and when she tries to take it, it like the entire surrounding like part of the hall becomes an elevator and goes down, and like it's like what the fuck is happening here? And then she goes down and she sees Hikari and the other girl like performing Starlight in like this kind of stage combat way, and there's a talking giraffe or maybe telekinetic, I don't know, its mouth wasn't actually moving, and like the performance was over when one of them like I guess took off like the cape or whatever from their opponent. Like what the fuck is happening? But then Karen got involved, and it's like what does that even mean? Like it and she seemed to know exactly what to do right away too. How did she know what to do? Again, it feels like we're missing context. It feels like it rushed into this really quickly and didn't give us time to really process anything. And I think this is a single season show from what I noticed when I was getting the episode. So it's like I feel like it's just not explaining anything yet. And that might be the intent. Like the intent might be, oh, we're gonna like hide what's happening here and try to make it like this big like mystery at first, this big confusing mystery. But it's like it's just confusing. It just leaves me like really off. And then there was like the entire like dream about Hikari pushing her off the Tokyo Tower as like a precursor before Hikari actually appeared and like transferred into the school. And it's just like I'm just like very fucking confused. Like, what am I supposed to be getting from this? What am I supposed to be like, what am I supposed to be feeling when watching this? I can't tell. If it is confusion, I guess it's a success because that's all I'm feeling. Like, the first episode of Symphogear, like, had a wild turn once the noise showed up and, you know, people started horrifically dying. But this is a very different kind of like twist to throw into the first episode, because it doesn't, like, you have no idea what's going on with Symphogear. Even though you didn't know all the details, you could still tell what was happening. You could still understand the basic concept of what you were watching on screen. But with this, it's just like I feel overstimulated. And that doesn't happen that often. I don't usually have too many problems with overstimulation. I know a lot of autistic people do. That's not one of my symptoms. It takes certain things to actually get me to the point of overstimulation. It's not super common for me. But this is like one of those examples where I do feel that way. I do feel overstimulated and I just have no idea what's going on or what I'm supposed to be thinking about this. And there's always people out there who like will like say things like, "Oh, you should just enjoy the series, turn your brain off, don't think about it too much, just enjoy it for what it is." I can't do that. Like, that is definitely a part of my autism, that I can't just turn my brain off and just enjoy something for what it is. My mind is always working, and when I'm watching something, I'm looking for it to, you know, make sense to me. I'm looking for it to like be something that I can understand. And if it's this like confusing and everything to me, and to the point where I'm just not going to be able to understand it, it's like that's not good for my enjoyment. Because just being like exceptionally confused the entire time, I'm not having fun with that. So it's like, at this point I feel like I need to see where this goes, but this first episode was just like really like astoundingly confusing. To the point where, again, I'm just not enjoying it. I'm not like hating it or anything. But like, I'm not just hooked in by weirdness. The weirdness has to have a certain level of, you know, logic to. I know that sounds weird to say, but you know what I mean. It has to feel like it makes sense. It has to feel like the weirdness like is something I can follow along with. Like Dan to Dan. Dan to Dan is unquestionably weird, but I can follow along with it. I can understand what's happening on the screen. It's easy for me to grasp. This is not. So it's just, it's at this point where I just have to like give it like another episode or two to get a hopefully feel for it. And maybe at that point it'll click better for me. And again, I want to make it clear, I didn't hate this or anything. It's just this first episode was so confusing to me that it just really I can't follow along, and that does hurt my overall enjoyment. And if anything, like if explaining anything is a spoiler, do not spoil me in the comments. Um, because if it's going to explain what this is all about, what the hell is happening, etc., I would rather discover that as it explains it. Um, so just, don't spoil anything in the comments for me. I'd rather just see what happens naturally. But yeah, I don't know what to think. And I'll continue to give it a shot for now. But it may not be for me. If if the pacing continues to be this like hectic and frantic, if the if it just has that kind of like don't question anything style to it, it's like that's very much not going to be my thing. But I'm willing to give it another episode or two to really get a good feel for it and hopefully see if maybe the first episode is just not great. So we'll see how it goes next week. But for now, tell me your thoughts down below. Just like I said, no comments and but and thank you all so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.